So I welcome you to Cuttlefish Country. For many years, there are plans to build a so-called deepwater port in the Upper Spencer Gulf. Sounds like a crazy thing to do, but it initially had to do with the so-called expansion of the BHP Olympic Dam. Yeah, they were called BHP Billiton at that time, the Olympic Dam. And they wanted to construct a large seawater desalination plant in this area. Okay. And associated with that later came the idea to have a so-called export corridor to build a port facility in the Upper Spencer Gulf. Okay. So what about the idea to build a big deepwater port in Cuttlefish Country? Let's have a look at the bathymetry first. You know, why can you call it something a deepwater port? Deepwater ports, the definition comes from the requirement that you need total water depth exceeding 20 meters so that you can operate large container vessels. And if you look at the bathymetry in Spencer Gulf, here I turn on the pointer, go into Spencer Gulf, and here dark actually means it's deeper. Look at the scale. If it's dark here, so this is something like 35 meters. And you go into this area here, you have a channel, and it's actually just exceeds 20 meters as you go into the Upper Spencer Gulf. We know that there was a large oil spill before. We also know that the largest vessels can only operate in this region during the high tide, actually. Okay, so they can only maneuver, turn around if there's a high tide. So it's not an easy undertaking, but it sounds sort of weird to call something a deepwater port in a region which is more than 200 kilometers inshore away from the open ocean. That is a bizarre little bureaucratic mistake. Okay, so let's have a look at this proposal.